Firstly, tell us about the game on the weekend. Went down by a goal to the Thunderbirds, which was a really close game, but what did you think are the positives to bring out of it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the game was a really tough and physical encounter for us, and they came out really strong and put on a lot of body-on-body pressure, which I think, we needed to probably wear a little bit more. And I think that some of the positives was that Erin Hall was able to get on for a really good last half. So that kind of, probably filled her with confidence. But we had a really good look at the video last night, and there's definitely some things for us to work on, and I think that's probably a positive in itself that we have identified our errors, and really looking forward to getting out against Fever and rectifying some of that.
Yeah. And you've had now 100 games played on the weekend, CBT and ANZ. Can you think of any highlights that you can possibly recall about the Phoenix days or any memorable moments to share with the fans?
Yeah, any highlights? I guess I started back when I was 16, and I guess one of my highlights is when I walked into my first training session for Phoenix and saw Eloise Southey sitting there, and Sherelle McMahon and Bianca Chatfield and all these girls who I guess I had up on my wall as a kid. So that was a big highlight, and I guess another one was winning the 2005 CBT Grand Final with Melbourne Phoenix. That was a massive occasion for me. I think I was 18 at the time, so it was just a really big deal. And I think even when I went over to Perth and was captain over there, I remember that one game. It was the first time that we'd ever beaten Sydney Swifts, or West Coast Fever had ever beaten Sydney Swifts, and it was a win after full time. We had to go into extra time, and we managed to. I think Seabass shot the winning goal, and it was just a phenomenal occasion. And I think it mightn't be a grand final win, but that was probably one thing that's really stuck in my mind. So I guess for this year, to add on to the highlight reel, it would be really awesome to finish off with a Vixens grand final.
And I guess speaking then, you're going back to Perth this weekend. You've obviously got a good relationship with Caitlin Bassett, Andrea Gilmore, those girls that you've spoken of. What do you think it's going to take to get the Vixens over the line against the Fever? Yeah,
Fever are always a really dangerous side, and as you said, I'm quite close with a lot of them. So I think it's just a matter of being able to weather that storm that they're going to bring out, because I know a lot of them, they are really good at fighting, and they're great at scrapping after loose balls, and it'll be really, really intense first 5 minutes in particular, I think, because they're going to come out and throw everything at us. And so I think we just need to be able to get out there, take control early, and then hopefully continue on with that momentum and build throughout 4 quarters. But as I said, we've had a look at the tape from the Thunderbirds, and so we'll be looking to probably improve our performance from that, and really, I guess, apply more pressure in Fever.
Yeah. And so the game this weekend will be at Perth Arena. It's the one and only for the season for the Fever. They're hoping to, I think, get around 8,000 fans to it, trying to break the record with 8,500. What do you think you guys are going to have to do to block out the crowd, or does that become an issue with the home side advantage now?
No, I'm actually really, really excited to get over there. I think it's been a long time coming for Perth to actually have a venue that I guess reflects the status of netball. So I think it'll be a really exciting occasion, and I think for us it'll just be a matter of using that crowd energy, and I like to always get out there and pretend that everyone's cheering for you, even though you're in the opposition stadium. So I'll just be pretending that there's thousands of Vixens fans there, but it'll just be a matter of using that energy, but also concentrating on what our job is and going through our processes, and hopefully coming away with a really good win.
Still talking about the last game, what worked well for the girls, and what kind of positives can they take out of the game?
I think it was really positive to see us fighting right to the end. We were in the game right until the last second, so that's great. We had a really good start, and there were some stages of play where we really had the opportunities to go on with the game. So disappointing not to get the result, but we fought it out to the end, and lessons learned that we can implement and work on for this weekend.
Yep. And we're still waiting on Karen Houth to see if she'll be in the team this weekend, but what kind of dynamics does that change in the group, not having her on court? What sort of combinations I guess are the Vixens able to use without having her there?
Well, similar to the weekend just gone, it seems the options there are Sherelle and there's Erin. We're hopeful that Karen will be right for the weekend, but if not, then we have some really good players there that we can be having out there on court.
Sure. And I guess It's another away game this weekend, over to Perth to play Fever. They've had a big win against the Swifts.
Yeah.
A few injuries as well for them, players coming in and out.
Yeah.
What's it going to take for the Vixens to get over the line?
I think, Fever have been putting on some really big scores over there. Really defensive pressure is going to be pretty important for us, that we can slow them down and certainly slow down that access to their shooting circle. So the defensive pressure is going to be pretty important for us, but we've got to be able to move the ball and bring the ball through court more effectively than we did on the weekend.
And Sherelle was able to get on for a half.
Yeah.
How did she pull up after the game?
Yeah, great. No, she was good. So, which is good for her, because that means she can just build up that consistency in training, which is what she needs at the moment.